Here is a video. Over here we got a mix of plants. Right here is a Rose of Sharon. A couple Euonymus over here. It's a climbing hydrangea. I think this is not going to work because it's a leaf cutting and I don't see a stem, although it does have a lot of roots. And then we have some strawberries. This is a boxwood, I believe. Another hydrangea, and then a lamb's ear in the back. And then some more lamb's ear that I took from seedlings from the yard. Climbing hydrangea on this stem. Euonymus. I don't remember what this is. Forsythia. Some habanero peppers from these are cuttings from my overwintered pepper tree. Some more Euonymus. This is a pretty large purple sage cutting that I took from this plant here. This was just a single stem when I first started. I don't remember what this is either, but it looks like there's some kind of yellow flower. So hopefully I'll find out soon enough. This is a mint, basil, getting pretty big. Another one of these that I don't remember what it is, but it looks cool. Euonymus, some more strawberry, Forsythia cutting. Starting to shoot something out at the bottom. I think this is, I thought it was viburnum, but it's another type of shrub with really dark red leaves. I took it from the park. These all had leaves on them, but there was some kind of mite or something that was growing on them, so I had to clean it and spray it with alcohol. We'll see if they come back. I took the cuttings when I was at the park with my daughter, so we'll see. This is a Forsythia, Euonymus. This is a Japanese white lilac that I grew from seed that I got on Amazon. Some more Euonymus. Some miscellaneous, I think this is a kale seedling. I tossed these in there because I had extra. They're pretty leggy. As you can tell, their stems are very weak. I don't expect anything to come from it, but I wanted to check it out anyway. This is a pretty decently sized Forsythia cutting. You can see it was just this single stem. It's starting to brown at the top, but it's growing just fine. This will eventually die off and heal with a callus at the base. So, some more Forsythia. These and the Euonymus grow extremely well. This is a pineapple sage, so I have two different cuttings here. They're very easy to grow. And that's a lavender cutting. This is a side cutting from a, let's see, sedum, Autumn Splendor, I believe it's called. This is a lavender cutting. This is just a single stem. This is a spirea. That's another spirea. These were just single stems. They got pretty big. Then two decently sized Russian sage. This is also pretty easy to grow. Another Forsythia. I don't remember what this is, but it's a densely leaved shrub. I think I took it from my mother-in-law's house. It's a pretty good sized Forsythia here. This is my Venus flytrap, or sorry, not Venus flytrap. This is my pitcher plant. I use it, it likes a lot of sun, so in here it's really nice with this light, but I also use it to keep down the gnats. So you can see the burning here is actually from a chemical reaction when it digests the bug. So it may look unhealthy, but it actually means that it's got so much nutrients from the bugs that it's literally burning this pitcher. But as you can see, tons more just keep growing out, so it doesn't even really matter. These are all pretty new. I just divided it into this one, which is a separate plant now. And they produce these odd little sort of plantlets that will leave these little white sprinkles on the ground. I have no idea what they are. It's kind of fascinating. This is a red twig dogwood that I bought at a yard sale. It's grown about twice the size, and I split it in half. I had to break up the roots. Now it's two different plants. Here's another forsythia. A couple more forsythia. Really easy to grow. This is a smoke bush, Cotina coguris. This has one very small root, and this hasn't changed for months. It grew these leaves and hasn't done anything, so I assume that it's not going to be successful. It's a hardwood cutting, so it took a while, but I imagine that's why it's this hardy, but I don't expect it to do anything more than this. We'll see what happens. Aloe vera propagation. It's pretty easy. Doesn't really require much care. This is a Persian shield. It's just a house plant that I got a while back. Put it in here for rehabilitation. This is a house plant. It's a palm. I divided this as well. And this is probably one of the stars. This is the largest forsythia cutting I have. It's about 2 feet tall now. I want to say that's a 1 gallon pot, maybe bigger. But it started out just like all of these, single stem with one or no leaves, and now it's pretty gigantic. It's getting too big for this little grow room. This is a abutilon, or flowering maple. Started out as a single cutting with one leaf, and now it's got a flower on it, pretty large. Down here is a Fatsia japonica. I don't think that these are actually going to root, but it was an experiment. I got these from my neighbor. This is a camellia cutting. These are hardwood, so I haven't done anything. We'll see what happens. This is a houseplant that was dying that I separated into several different shoots. Hopefully it'll come back. Bunch more little things. Boxwood, I believe. Forsythia. Some lilac seedlings. Some strawberries. This is a laurel tree that I have in my front yard. These two I was going to throw away, but they had huge roots on them. The one I have in the front yard is about 40 feet tall. I don't remember what this is, but it looks really cool. We'll find out. There's a basil, lemon mint, some more kale, I believe, and then all of this is wormwood. A lot of wormwood seedlings. Started from seed on Amazon, that I got from Amazon. They're about the 4-inch pot. These are about 3-4 inches tall, and they're already root bound. I've repotted them like 2 weeks ago. Already root bound. Got to repot them again. That's been the biggest problem, is finding room, because this area supports a certain size. And everything in here is going to triple or quadruple in size. There's a bunch more Japanese white lilac, vegetables, strawberry, some miscellaneous seedlings that I harvested with my daughter. We go out on walks and collect berries and then smash them and collect the seeds and stratify them, or scarify them, depending on what kind. This is a mountain ash berry, lavender flower, fig tree that we found on the street, something, some rosemary, some more wormwood, another mint, and then I believe this is a different kind of flowering maple. I don't remember where I got this. This isn't the one that I got the large one over here from. That's a variegated. I have no idea where this came from, but it was a single stem with no leaves, and it blew up into this thing. Got a lamb's ear, some more sedum. This is a stem I just tossed in the garbage and it started growing, so I stuck it in here. So another house plant, can't remember, I think that's a croton. I separated that into several different plants. That's a ginger. That one's very finicky. It grows, but it doesn't thrive. I'm not very good at growing that one. Purple sage, and then a Cymbidium orchid that I rescued. It's not growing very fast, but it seems to be doing pretty well. Then here's some more stuff, some more croton that I separated. A few succulents. These things are really easy to grow. It's a coffee plant I separated. These are all little plantlets that I divided off of it. The large ones over here. Bunch of Dracaena. It's a red alder. Another coffee plant. Butterfly bush. And then miscellaneous seedlings that I picked from berries on our walks. This is cranberry from Thanksgiving. We'll see if these grow. These are raw cranberries from the store. Some more succulents. And then the seedlings that I thinned out from the wormwood that I was too afraid to throw away. I just stuck them in here because I didn't want to. I couldn't bear giving them up. That's about it. It's pretty involved setup. Doesn't require that much effort at this point. I have a good system, but the diversity makes it extremely hard to get everything perfectly right. But overall, things tend to do pretty well. We'll see what happens in a couple months when these are mostly ready to put outside, which is the goal. Is to make the landscaping costs a lot cheaper and have some fun along the way. Alright, thanks for watching.